Mystery virus in China.
The city of Wuhan is racing to contain the potential spread of a deadly new strain of coronavirus.
Italy has become the worst hit country by the coronavirus after China. There's now more than 1,000 deaths and more than 15,000 infections.
The government is already talking about that triage situation, having to prioritize how they are going to save the most number of people.
We have called every day for countries to take urgent and aggressive action.
We'll be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States.
The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades. We're seeing the devastating impact of this invisible killer.
If community transmission takes off in New Zealand, our health system will be inundated and tens of thousands of New Zealanders will die.
Hospitals are already running out of beds, masks, supplies, and testing material.
The number of hospitalizations here in New York jumped 40%.
Field hospitals and testing centers in places like the Maryland Stadium, the LA Convention Center to be used as a hospital too.
The hospital has 500 beds and is over capacity.
All the patients in this room, all the feet that you see, they all have COVID.
It's hard for me to say, but you can actually smell fear. You smell death.
1 in 7 Americans will likely know someone who has died from this disease, something that we didn't even know 5-6 months ago.
Stay at home, that is the order tonight from 4 state governors as the coronavirus pandemic spreads.
The experience we're having on the ground throughout the state of California require us to adjust our thinking.
Stay at home.
Stay home, stay safe.
Quite simply, stay at home.
We can all come together while staying at home.
Stay home.
Stay at home.
Stay at home.
Prepare. Focus on the essentials. Protect. Keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect a lot.
Protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Stay home and help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Across the country, at least 21 million kids now home from school.
Worried customers have been snapping up everything in sight. Store shelves nationwide are dwindling or totally empty. Produce gone. Cleaning products low. Bleach totally bought out.
The situation here yesterday was so hectic, police were called after some customers started fighting over toilet paper and water.
A violent confrontation over mask wearing going viral on social media. This video already viewed hundreds of thousands of times and now the subject of a police investigation.
This is in Royal Palm Beach, tempers flaring when one man not wearing a mask pulls a gun.
Suspects turns around and throws a punch as he and another were being escorted out the door for not wearing a mask.
More than 46,000.
150,000.
200,000.
400,000 people have now died.
500,071 dead.
In every corner, frontline medical workers in ERs, ICUs, and COVID units who've seen firsthand the pandemic's horrors. The most ambitious vaccination program in history is only just beginning.
More Americans have to roll up their sleeves and face the reality that vaccination is the pathway to that result.
Almost everyone who will die from COVID this year will not be up to date on their shots.
You'll either get the vaccine or COVID, and I'll tell you which one of those can kill you.
Pretty much everyone who's unvaccinated is going to expect to get sick.
The hospital says the majority of their COVID-related deaths are among patients who are unvaccinated.
It's madness. Get vaccinated.
Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy.
When the next pandemic comes, if we do not make the changes that must be made, then who will?
We don't know when the next outbreak is going to be. It could be a year from now, it could be 30 years from now, but we still have to be perpetually prepared.
This pandemic has provided an opportunity for a reset.
This moment also gives us a much greater chance to be radical and to do things differently, to build back better and to build back bolder.
We can't just build back to what it was before. We have to build back better.
I see the need for action. I see the need for a great reset.